Hey guys, how are you? Sorry for keeping you waiting. I had some internet issues. I didn't want to have the video sort of cut out in the middle of it. Hopefully it won't now. I think I've got it all sorted out. Had a huge day today, absolutely massive day today. A good day, which is even better. If you could have a massive day, it might as well be a good one. Got a lot done. Still got a lot to do. A lot of things to talk about today. Some good things happening and some very exciting things happening. So I'll wait till a few more people on so I get started. So you guys all know what's going on, and I've got everyone buzzing me. It's as is usual. I'm a very popular man these days, and but it's not a bad thing because I get to help people all the time. Lots of people coming. Hi guys, it's good to see you all. See Arla there, Penny, and is there as well. Great to see you all. Had an interesting time with Warren this evening. I'll go into that soon. I'll get some other stuff done and I'll talk about the very exciting news that I've got as well, which will make you all very, very happy. And Tommy's there. Hey, Tom. Good to see you again, mate. He'll probably be putting some sort of cheeky comment in there. I think Penny suggested that I was late because I broke my pointer. For those of you who don't know what my pointer is, and I'm not trying to be rude, it was a stack of felt pens that I stuck together to make one of those pointing sticks when I was doing a live last night over at Tom's. That was to do with the level 3 strategy, and it wasn't really done really well. It wasn't all that presentable, but we had a lot of fun doing it. We thought we'd give you a bit of a laugh at the same time. And I mean, if you listen to the parts where I was actually talking about what happens, it's all cool. But what Tom and I are going to do, we're going to get it professionally done. We were thinking with a voiceover, because we've got the script, because it's just like the post. But we'll use what Catherine used on her video with the chalkboard and writing it down. And I think it'd be a great way for someone talking and have it written down as well. Would be a great way of doing it, and a good video to put up on YouTube. Make it very professional. And because I stumbled over a couple of words, I'm good when I'm talking about what I know, but when I'm trying to read off the blackboard, yeah, not so great. Sometimes I stumble over my words. I mean, I do it normally anyway, but I talk so fast. So we figure we'll get it professionally done. It won't cost a lot to do it. So, but I'd like to have that strategy, and probably the leaders reward bonus is probably done same sort of manner, and going up on YouTube so it's totally clear and no one can misinterpret what we're saying. So I actually had to go through it today with some people, and I'll tell you about that later. Okay, first thing I got to talk about is good stuff. It's all good stuff today. First thing I've got to talk about is the support. Now, I was just talking to Katie Vincent. I've just made her admin, so congratulate Katie Vincent on being admin. She's been instrumental in getting the support area ready, because it wasn't really great. I wasn't great with support tickets that way, and I had a lot of people messaging me. And to be honest, I was basically trying to do it all by myself, and I can't do it. I've said it before. I can't. I can do it for a little while, but I fall behind. And people I'm supposed to be helping straight away, I have to take on things that are a lot higher priority at the time, and because they're emergencies and things like that, and I just can't keep up with it, guys. It's as simple as that. I'm just one person, and when you hear about my news a little later, you'll understand why I want to focus on talking to people more than doing data entry. So, and I know all you guys agree with that because you've already told me privately and in comments and things like that. So the owner shouldn't be doing the admin work, and so. Although I love helping out people, believe me, but I know I can help you in other ways. So, oh, look at all the hearts and likes coming up. Oh, it's just wonderful. Okay, it's great to see. Okay, with the support, Katie constructed a thing called a Zendesk, which will help all of us big time. If you have put in a support ticket before today, you're going to have to resubmit it because the whole thing was cleared out for this new thing we've got going in. Now, if you go to the pinned post in the Facebook group, Katie's done a beautiful step-by-step on what to do. We've already had a couple come in, which is great. If you follow that step-by-step, you won't go wrong. You just basically go to your own email and you put in an email to support@bitcoinascension.com. through your own email. It's much easier. You don't go through the back office. I'll probably get that disabled or something like that, so it doesn't confuse people. Or have something there. Please go to, and do it that way. We might see if we can load that PDF into the back office under the support section, so people know what they're doing. That's not a bad idea. I might actually get that. See if I can get that done. Yeah, go to your email, support@bitcoinascension.com. Write down, follow the steps, but make sure every time, no matter what it is, so we can identify who you are, we need your username. Without your username, we don't need your password, but without your username, we're pretty much screwed. We can't do anything. So if you've put in any sort of ticket, keep it short and simple, but make sure that username is in there. If that username is not in there, not a lot we can do, because there's just so many accounts to go through to try and fix things. Trying to find a person's name and then find the right account under that person's name, because there are multiple accounts, yeah, we're not going to be able to get it done. So if you've put in something to the Zendesk and there is you haven't put the username in, can you just put in another one with the username so they can get it all done and filed? Now, if you're going to message me, Tom, any of the admin privately, and they say, please go through the Zendesk, don't be offended. It's just the only way we're going to get it done properly. We need it written and on record. And so, like with mine, I get like 200 messages. I am not going to see. I'll get to them as best I can, but I won't see all the old messages. Sometimes my phone or my thing won't load them all. It only goes so far, and then I have to wait for people to bump things up to see if I've done them or not. It's just not an efficient way of doing it, guys. We want to be a serious program. There's a lot of serious people going to be coming in very, very shortly, and so we need to have that support done, and that will leave me a ton of time to do what I do best, which is getting people in and showing people and developing the business itself. I need time to do that. It takes a lot of time to do anything on a program. You've got to make sure you dot all your I's and cross all your T's. You've got to make sure you do it right. Otherwise it's screwed. Now, if I'm doing that while glancing at messages to change things, it's not going to get done right, and we're going to suffer for it, and I won't have that happen. So please watch that, look at that pin post with the step-by-step. If you have done a ticket previously, that ticket's probably gone. So can you please resubmit through your email at support@bitcoinascension.com, and make sure you include your username, and be pretty clear as you can on how... On what you need done. Don't need a big long story. Just say, hey, I couldn't log in. There's a good one. I couldn't log in. Change it. Can we reset my password? Apparently you can do that through the OTP section. Katie said that's working. But if you want help doing it, go through the Zendesk, by writing the email. Another big one Katie was talking about is that a lot of people have put in, like, they've registered an account and never got an email. Okay, so again, support@bitcoinascension.com, and just say, hey, I registered an account and never got an email to get my password, so I can't log in. My username is Ivan68 or something like that, whatever your username is. That way they can find it and then send you your password, so you can then log in. Okay. So it saves you making a dozen trying to get one. I don't know why it does that. It doesn't do it for everyone. It just every now and then. I don't know why that happens. We will get that looked at, but we're looking at some very urgent things right now. So right now, use that support desk, guys. I'm so glad we've got it up and running. Thank you very, very much to Katie and Jamie. Jamie, keyed it all in so it works, so the girls can see everything. And thank you to the girls, Amber, Vanessa, and Elaine, who are going to be manning the station. And I may, if it gets big, I'll put on extra staff, but I think we'll be able to knock it over pretty quickly now, with the three of them working around the clock in shifts, because they're in different parts of the world. If I have to put more on, I will. So welcome Katie to the admin team. I've just been on the phone with her, and yeah, she's awesome. She knows exactly what she's doing. And Jamie got that put up pretty quickly. So she's doing a training run for the girls, I think, in the morning my time, and it's about 8 hours from now or something like that, and she's going to take them through to make sure that they understand everything they're doing, so they can get your tickets rolled over really, really quickly. One thing that really stands out for a program or a business is if the support is done quickly. And to be honest, by myself, with you messaging me, I can't do it fast enough. I really, really can't. I've got people waiting, and that's not what I want. I wanted a fun experience. I don't want a crappy experience. So anyone who's messaged me as well about getting things fixed, can you go through the support and get it done that way? It's going to be the easiest way. Arthur, don't you worry about that. I know your problem, and I'll work that out with Elaine, and we're going to get that all fixed up. So Arthur Schenk, yours is a bit different. So don't worry about it. But everyone else, if you've been waiting for a Bitcoin address to be changed, I'm really, really sorry. Go through the support desk and they'll fix it up for you, quick, smart, and send you a reply. So don't go to our admin privately on Facebook. Use the Zendesk, okay? Get really zen with what you're doing. So that's good. I'm really excited that's up and running. For one, I won't probably have to stay up all night trying to get work done unless I'm doing other work. So that's a huge help for me, which is a huge help for the whole program, to be honest. Not blowing my own horn, but as I said, everyone I've spoken to have said yes, and that didn't change today either. I'm still at 100%, guys, for getting people to see what we're trying to do here and see the magic for what it is. And okay, what else was I going to talk about? The 3,000 accounts that was supposed to be in today. I'm giving it another day simply because of all the work I've had to do, and I haven't been able to help the people who are trying to upgrade accounts and things like that. So it's put me behind, it's put us all behind. So there's an extra day to get to that 3,000 accounts, okay? And I know Nimi Patel wants to make like 20 accounts or something right now. So we're going to help Nimi out with that. Nimi Patel, Anya, you see the vision of having a lot of accounts is going to make you a hell of a lot of money much faster. And because you're able to do it, that's fantastic. Remember, if you can't do that, do not feel guilty. Don't feel like you're not doing your part. You can only do what you can do. And I don't want anyone feeling guilty about that. If you want it to move faster, join that juicing group. If you're in that juicing group, don't ignore it. Get on there and you make those comments. And I'll tell you why very, very soon. Is there anything else before the big news? Anything else? I don't know. We're doing the videos and we're going to get them professionally done, which is good. Zoom calls. Sorry about last night with the Zoom call. Tom got really, really tired, and we were doing some other work as well. We couldn't get on the Zoom because we wouldn't be able to talk to you because of all the other work. We would have been too distracted. And I don't want to be rude to people. So tomorrow morning, when I get up and I've had my cup of coffee at least, or at least made my cup of coffee, I'll open up my computer and set up a Zoom, and I'll put the link in so we can have a good chat. Anyone who wants to talk and ask questions, I think it's a great way of doing it. Because I think that's important. And remember, Chuck's there as well. He put up a video on my timeline of testimonials from people, which is great. He's put it on his YouTube. I'll see if I can get Chuck to send that to Amber to put her on her YouTube, on our YouTube in Bitcoin Ascension, because that's a good one. Thank you, Chuck, for all the work you do. And it looks like the people over 60 seem to be representing Bitcoin Ascension really, really well. I think you guys under 60 you're going to have to move your keisters, I think, and inviting your friends in. They all seem to don't have a problem with inviting all their friends in, so let's see everyone doing it. I hope everyone followed what I said last night. Go find a friend and just say, hey, come and join it. It's fine. It's safe. Come and join it. That's all they need to know half the time. It's safe and it works. I hope people were following that, because that's what moves things so much faster and also helps more people. Remember, we're not just trying to make it go faster so we make money faster. We're also trying to help a lot of people at the same time. So it's like a win-win-win-win-win all the way around. So it's fantastic what we're doing. The other thing I was talking about is the glitch. A few people have asked me about the glitch, so I'll give you an update on the glitch. We had a couple of people who even upgraded and it went nowhere, like they didn't get an upline. So we're thinking that could be the main problem. So Jamie's going to get together with the other programmer during the week, and they're going to go through it together and see why it's doing that and then correct it. And I'm pretty sure they can correct it, considering Asif is the one that created it for me. When I gave him my design on what I wanted, that's what he did. So I'm sure they can fix the problem. Again, none of you are going to miss out on any money either way. The money's obviously sitting there in coin payments, but obviously it's not connecting somewhere. So it only seems to be a particular line, so some people are missing out. So but we don't want anyone missing out. So we'll get that fixed. We really, really will. And thank you very much for your patience. I wish I could do it faster, but as you know, finding a needle in a haystack is not easy, and then fixing it is probably for these guys probably not hard, but they've got to find what they got to fix. You know, there's nothing that flashes out and says, "Oi," you know. It's not like the futuristic computer things where I have a problem here, fix it. You know, you got to find it still, which is a real pain. Okay, and so that needed to be said. So you guys are up to date on that. And the other thing, obviously, Instagram. We're getting more people on there now, more following. Really want that the current people here. Go to Instagram, please, and do a follow. I have done 2 posts in the last 2 days just on my Instagram, and you know it's growing like wildfire. You know it's growing really, really quickly. I'm getting about 13 people following me per day. Now we should be doing that on Bitcoin Ascension easy, guys. With all these guys, I don't have a following like we do here, and a lot of you I see have followed me on my Instagram, but you haven't followed the Bitcoin Ascension one. So go to the search bar, you just start putting in Bitcoin Ascension, and it pops up there, and you just click on that. It takes you to the page. Hit follow. Do some love hearts down on some of the posts. That's all you got to do. Easy stuff. Let's get that up and running and building, and same with the YouTube, because nothing impresses people looking at a company than seeing real teamwork that way. And we can't really sprout that with the greatest team around if only like 100 people are doing it, and the other 900 or so, or 1,000 or so are sitting there going, no, you know, let's not do things like we've always done before and then wonder what went wrong. Okay, this is the time in your life to take action. Simple as that. Take action. All right, or don't cry about it. Simple as that. I don't mind people who want to do it passively because of other things they've got to do, or they're too scared to go out and seek people. I totally get that. I really, really, really do. But then don't come to me and say, how long does it take? Why is it not going fast enough? I mean, come on. Common sense, guys. You know, the more people that get involved, the faster it goes. It's just the way it goes. So I'll always preach that because it's true. It's just fact, guys. And we need to all, I think, realize that if we want something, it's not just going to be given to us. We've been raised that way. You know, expect everything, you know, the government gives you everything and stuff like that. Everyone's supposed to do everything for you. That's not how the real world works. The only ones who actually truly reach their financial goals and their dreams are the people who put the work in it. And the way we're doing it, working together, we've minimized it. You know, you're not going to break your back working with us. It's actually going to be a lot of fun, as we've proven since day one, how much fun it can be. So, you know, don't blame anyone else. It's not about blaming. It's just about taking action, you know. And if you're going to sit back and do nothing, that's fine too. But don't come running to me and saying, you know, it's not going fast enough, because I don't have time for that. I only have time to work with people who really want to make a difference to their lives. And the people who are having trouble making a difference to their lives, I totally understand, but I don't have time to talk to you about your fears and doubts because you're doing nothing, okay? That's all I'll say on the matter, and that's fine. I hope you all understand that, where I'm coming from. I'm not having a go at the people who are doing nothing. I'm just saying don't cry about it if it's not going fast enough for you, because there are easy ways without you having to recruit that you can help out to help it go faster. As I said, one comment makes all the difference in the world. Okay, now I'll get on to my big news. Who's ready for big news? Like really big news, or like really great news. And this isn't the stuff I'm introducing, all right? Just so you know, I'm not building up for that. I can't talk about that yet. But this is still really, really, really big news and exciting news. So I even need to put my intelligence specs on, because I have to read some stuff. I'll read some names, because I'm terrible with names for a start, and I just don't want to get them wrong. Now, everyone knows Mitt Phoenix, and he's been working very hard in Africa with people like Solange and Nicanor and over that, and they're building up slowly and beautifully, and they're working very, very hard. I'm very, very proud of them. So Mitt is basically my representative over on the African continent, and people like Phyllis as well. But Mitt's really representing nicely there, and so is Phyllis. And that we're doing good work there. So it's not about Mitt and all that sort of thing. I'm just telling how proud I am of the man for really committing right from the start. especially after getting burned the way he was in another program. So it takes a lot for someone to be able to keep going through such a big loss like that, especially when he got a lot of flack from the people he brought in, and he's had to rebuild his reputation again. So I'm glad we're helping him do that, and that's what we can do here, is build up people's reputations, because we're going to keep it honest. Okay, so with Warren Irvine, great bloke. Sorry, someone was just calling me on Skype. I don't know if it stopped. I don't think it stopped. I think you're all still there. Someone just called me on Skype without telling me, and yeah, I'm a bit too busy. Probably for binary options or something, some piece of garbage like that. But and if it's someone from here, guys, I'm busy. So where was I? Oh, that's where I was. Warren Irvine, good bloke. I was talking to him, I think it was early last week, or just the week before. Great bloke, very positive fellow. He saw the prospect call on the main wall, came back, says, I love it, I'm going to get into it. That's great, I've been helping him out that way, sort of thing, answering his questions. He came to me the other day, and he says, I've been talking to some friends of mine, and they'd like one of them seen the video, and they'd like to speak with you. I said, yeah, that's fine, I'm always there. And it turns out I met these 4 gentlemen today on Zoom, and I'll read their names, because I'm terrible at remembering everyone's names properly. And these men are from India, and they're very, very clever people. They've got the same vision that we have. They want to help people, and they want to educate people and bring them through. So I automatically fell in love with them, because they're great. And I love India as a country. It's an amazing country. And I was talking to them today, and they wanted to, hear my spiel. So I told them what it was all about and how it worked, and they asked their questions. And I think we're going about an hour and a half. We were talking away, and it was Warren introduced me to Taryn, and he's joined up, I believe, already, and in here. So hopefully he's on the call, listening to this, or he will. And so Taryn introduced some of his other friends to me, and that was Malika Jun. I hope I said that right. Sorry. Amit Pandey and Ahmed Ashra. Now, they've got a good following. They understand Bitcoin really, really well. They do a lot of crypto trading and mining, I believe, and things like that. They know what they're doing, and they've got a massive vision for India. They really want to educate the population on Bitcoin. And sorry about the dinging. That's all these Bitcoin Ascension posts I'm getting coming through for people joining, which is good to see. They've got big followings. They're big leaders, and so that's very, very exciting. Now, I talked about my vision, and they talked about their vision, and guess what? Our visions match of what we want to do. So very exciting. And as with Mitt, I asked the 4 of them, because I got to know them quite well in a very, very short period of time, and because they do have reputations for being great leaders as well in everything they do. And I'm sorry, I'm turning my head a bit. I don't want my glasses reflecting back into the screen. And they're very big at what they do. And I mean, their vision is not 100 people or 1,000 people. Their vision is millions of people coming in. We educate them through Bitcoin, and get them into Bitcoin Ascension so they can have a life. And these are very, very important, big people, and they listen to us and our vision, and they agree with it. And so they're coming on board. Yay! They're coming on board. And if they're not on board already, and I'm very, very honoured to have met them, very intelligent men, and passionate. And they're the sort of people I identify with big time. So yeah, put up those hearts and those likes, guys, and welcome them in, because they're going to share our vision with us, and it's going to make a huge difference to Bitcoin Ascension. The numbers will pile up, believe me. As you all know, there's a lot of people in India, and there's a lot of people who need help over there. The Australian cricketers go over there quite a bit and try and do work over there. It's great stuff, and it's a beautiful country. They have invited me over. They wanted me to come over for 60 days and to tour around, to do seminars. I can't do that right now because of commitments I have here, and I need a bit more cash, I think. With that, so I definitely need to hit that level 5 to have the money to be able to do that, and so I'd love to do that, but for now I asked them to talk amongst themselves to find a designated leader between them who would be the representative, because as Mitt's a representative for Bitcoin Ascension over in Africa, Amit Pandey, he's a brilliant gentleman, very, very intelligent man. He is going to represent Bitcoin Ascension over in India. So he is going to, hopefully I'll be able to go over there as soon as I can to do seminars, but he really wants to like tour hard and I can take these off now. Tour hard and recruit a lot of people in, and we're gonna and as he brings them in, he's going to bring them into the juicing room too, so they can learn how to advertise with the marketing materials we have there. Going through the different things, I'll get that PDF done. Finally, I'll be able to have time to get that done, and so he can. Everyone will receive that. And this is what you do when you come into Bitcoin Ascension and everything. So I'm very honoured to have those 4 gentlemen on board and the people they'll be bringing in, and it's got to be a lot of people, guys. So it's a very big day for Bitcoin Ascension. As young as we are, we're not 3 months on yet, and these men trust me enough to give this a go. And thank you very much to Warren. And they said, oh, maybe why that Amit and sorry, hang on a second. Oh, terrible. I'm just shocking with names. And he's great. Taran, sorry. I had the A's stuck in my head. And Taran said, shouldn't we do something for Warren? Because he introduced you to us and things like that, And he's gone that extra mile. He's worked very, very hard. So I thought, well, actually, I would be happy to send Warren $200 in Bitcoin for bringing in the big guns, so to speak. That's going to make all the difference to all of us, sort of thing. So it's very, very exciting. I can't tell you how actually excited I am about this, because of the caliber of these men and the honesty of these men and the integrity of these men. And that's why it's going to form up. I don't want just any marketer who's just in for himself and screw the world. I want people who want to help the world and heal the world and get those ripples moving. And that's what these gentlemen are, and that's why I'm so excited. And so I said, I'll send Warren $200 worth of Bitcoin, because he's done us a huge, huge thing. And he was on the call, and he heard me, and he says, oh, thanks very much, Ivan, I appreciate that. Can you give it to the cat sanctuary through Terry? Straight away, first thing he said. He didn't even blink. He said he wanted to help the cats. He didn't want early positions or anything like that. He just wanted the money to help the cat. And, I practically had a tear in my eye, the selflessness, not selfishness, but selflessness of the people of Bitcoin Ascension, on how much they want to do things. And Warren is I've never met the man, but I can't wait to have a beer with this man. And I actually got to have a close look at him today because we're on video and everything like that. And I really can't wait to meet him and have a laugh, because he's a great guy, and doing what he did there. And then he didn't do it for himself. He didn't do it to covet anything for himself or make extra money or anything like that. First thing he wanted to do was help the animals, which is always going to be good for me. And animals. So the people of my apartment building know about me, and the animals. I think I've patted just about every dog in this building. I'm a shocker. I'll just walk straight up to them. And so that's what Warren did. So a big thank you to Warren Irvine, everyone. Congratulations. Put the likes and the hearts up, because he is a true gentleman and a true visionary, and someone we definitely want here at Bitcoin Ascension. That's what we're looking for, people who have a passion to help other people, and that's what he did. And the 4 gentlemen from India are exactly the same, and they're really nice guys to get along anyway, but their same passion. So we really want to push the education for Bitcoin, and things like that. So Tom and I, and probably we're going to be working Amber's backside off to get some more educational material in, so we can pass that around and really educate people on how Bitcoin is not a scary thing once you know what it is. Because a lot of people think you have to buy a whole Bitcoin, and you don't. The hint's in the bit part of Bitcoin, I dare say. But a lot of people don't know that. And so we're going to educate them not only on what Bitcoin's all about, but how easy it is to make a wallet and how to fund it. And they know traders as well who can trade in Bitcoin, reputable ones, not the sneaky ones, but they know the reputable ones. So them joining us is going to help us in so many ways, even apart, even if you skip all the numbers they can bring in, and we're talking big numbers they can bring in, especially with a bit of work. just the other side of it, the different services they can help us provide for Bitcoin Ascension to make everything just so streamlined and easy for everyone, is going to be amazing just on itself. But I can't wait to go to India as soon as I can, and I love Indian food. I love the culture. I'd love to go see Bollywood, Bollywood production being made. I love it. I love those movies. They're so colourful and musical and everything like that. So it's a brilliant country, and I've never been, and I really want to go. If I can build up enough money, sort of thing, I'd like to visit some of the orphanages and help out some of the orphanages over there as well, because there's many over there and they need a lot of help. So educating the people in India and getting them into Bitcoin Ascension, we're going to make a huge difference to a country that's full of passion and love, and help the people that need helping. And as I said, the ripple's going to go through there like a tidal wave, I hope. So I'm very excited. As you can tell, I'm very excited about what's going on there. So a recap. So I won't keep going on, but I'm very excited about this, and you guys should be too. This and don't say thank you to me. Thank you to Warren, and thank you to these gentlemen for even listening to me in the first place. All I told them was the truth, guys. I didn't do nothing special about me at all. I'm the most unspecial person in the world. I wish people were just like normal. I wish I was just normal like everyone else in terms of I should be seen that way. We should all be like that. If there were more people who just want to give and help, people like me coming along, where like I've received a lot of compliments and things like that, and it's like calling someone a hero for doing something out of the ordinary. It's a shame that we all aren't like that in the world, so it's just commonplace and not a hero, it's just a person, and that's what I want from people in Bitcoin Ascension. I want, as much as you guys praise me, well, I want everyone being praised equally, because everyone that takes part in this and actively takes part in this is as special as anyone else, okay? That's what I mean. We're all special, and we're all fantastic, and you're all, as much as some of you say I'm an inspiration to you, you are all an inspiration to me. So we'll recap, and then I'll let you go. The Zendesk for the support tickets, support at bitcoinascension.com. Go to your own email, put that into the email to send it to. Follow the steps on the pin post, and make sure you include that username. That's very important. And if you've put in a support ticket before today, put it in now through this way, okay? Not the way you did it, but this new way of doing it, because it's going to be a lot faster and a lot more effective. Read the pin post at the top for the step-by-step, and you'll be fine. Any questions, sort of thing, we can answer them, but put the comment maybe on the post that you don't understand something, and we can walk you through it. So anyone who's been messaging me, except Arthur Shank, of course, can you go through the support desk, because I really want the girls to get the experience of actually helping people, because we're going to get a big onrush of people very soon, and so that they're going to have to be very experienced at what they're doing. And then I can continue on doing what I do best, and obviously talking to very important gentlemen, and helping them see the vision that we have here, and them saying yes, and that's what's important. So I'm just bubbling. I'm just excited. I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight. But yeah, I think we've done a lot in the first 3 months, and we haven't even hit 3 months yet. So the Zendesk, very important. Support tickets, thank God, because I'll be able to get more of the important stuff done as well. Even though you guys are important, I can't do it all by myself, and I'm very sorry for the people I have. I feel like I've let some of you down by not being able to do some of those things, and I will get to you. I mean, some of these you come to me for different things, and not through a support desk, and please continue to do that. But the things that are support, I registered, I didn't get an email, support desk. I need a Bitcoin address change, support desk. I need to reset my password, go to support desk. I might even think about, instead of for the two-factor authentication, maybe going through a Google Authenticator or something like that as well as an option. It won't be mandatory, because some people don't have smartphones in the world, so I can't make it mandatory, but it might be a good way of doing it as well to give you that extra line of security, so I'll look into doing that. So that's very important. 3,000 accounts by this time tomorrow, please. Do it for Gian. And I know, as I said, Nimi Patel's going to make 22 accounts or something like that. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I haven't done my 10 yet. That's how busy I've been. I haven't even done my 10 yet. So there's another 10 there. And I'm sure Tom will throw in another 10, knowing him. He's like that. So let's get that 3,000 accounts. It's very exciting getting to that point. Jamie's going through for the glitch that's in the system, and he'll go through with the other programmer, Asif, and they'll go through it together, and I don't care if they rewrite the code and re-download the whole damn thing just to make it work, as long as it works, hey, that's what we want. So that's good. So no one's going to miss out on any payments, believe me. And as sooner we can get it done, the better, because I don't want you guys missing out. That, and of course, welcome to our new representative, Arnett, in India. I'm not sure if he's even in the Facebook group yet, but once he is, I'll either get Tarun or myself to introduce him in a post, and please make him feel very, very welcome. He's a very great man, a very intelligent man. I believe he's professor of finance and things like that, so yeah, very exciting to have someone like that on board who wants to educate the world on Bitcoin, and in particular India. So we're starting to represent, guys. We're starting to get representatives in countries that and they're going to do great work, and so we thank them all for, and everyone, each individual should, give yourselves a pat on the back, because you're all doing great things. But when people with influence and following are joining us as well, it's very exciting, because it means this program is on the right track to being one of the biggest programs in the world, and having representatives in certain countries is very, very important, and that'll continue on in terms of other countries as well, having representatives there who can represent me and Tom by doing seminars and things. And of course, Tom and I will do our best to try and get to some of these countries and do tours and things like that, because people want to meet the owner, as you well know. So I can do it via link, but it's better if they can physically meet someone and shake their hand or punch them in the head, depending on how they feel. And they get to shake my hand, but if they want to punch someone in the head, that's why I got Tom there. He's my stunt double. So, sorry, Tom. You've been promoted to stunt double, and I can't wait to actually do a world tour. And there's so many countries I want to, like, there's Malaysia and Canada. I've never been to Canada. I've never been to the US. So many countries I've never been to, and I'll do a whirlwind trip, I'm sure. There's some important things I need to do here, and getting over to the UK as well. That's very important to me, and getting set up there. And but the world tour is coming, guys, and it's going to be a lot of fantastic. We might even get a professional cameraman to tape everything we do, and that'll be excellent. That'll be a great world tour to show on YouTube and things like that, and to you guys. So I'll get going. I've still got a ton of work to do. I do love you all, and it's not in a weird way. It's in a beautiful way. You make my heart swell even bigger than what it is, and thank you very much for that. I have got so much more family than I ever thought I ever had, and it makes me really emotional thinking about you guys. So I'll talk to you all again tomorrow. Look out for posts and things like that. Any questions, put it in that pin post so we can help you as best we can, and let's all move forward and get very, very excited, okay? All right, see you later. Bye-bye.